Well, good morning, everyone. 6 o'clock on your Saturday morning. Thanks for waking up with us here on 13 Sunrise. I'm Matthew Foltz alongside Lindsay Monroe. And you were just talking about snow. I felt like the snow yesterday kind of came out of nowhere. I know we were calling for it, but
yes,
it was like, wow, it was a lot.
Yeah, we got around an inch in some spots, especially East Central Indiana yesterday morning. Made for a little bit of a difficult drive because of the timing of it all. We're on the backside of that weather system for today, so we might see some lingering lake effect snow bands up in northern Indiana, but I think for the most part, we're going to wrap that up for the weekend. So not a ton of snow in our near future. We're going to be talking about some colder temps that will briefly impact us before a pretty decent warming trend heading into next week. I did want to point out this view, though, heading into downtown on our live NDOT camera, just kind of showing you that we had some of that light snow will create some slick conditions, especially on elevated surfaces like bridges and overpasses, ramp systems as well. So we're going to be watching out for some slick spots out there this morning. Otherwise, the cold air is going to be that dominant weather headline for this weekend. Some of that colder air has taken over on the backside of that weather system that came through yesterday. So actual temperatures right now falling into the single digits over in Muncie. It's just 9, 16 in Indy now, but we have fallen to 12 in Shelbyville. So it's going to be a cold start to the day and eventually daytime highs only in the 20s later on this afternoon. Again, got this northerly wind over the Lake Michigan, so that could potentially create some of these lake effect snow bands in northern Indiana. Otherwise, high pressure is going to build in for us, and that's going to help to clear the sky out for us today. So we are headed back to the low 20s. Places like Richmond to Muncie might even stay in the teens for today. A little bit of a brutal start to the weekend, but we do have a pretty big warming trend headed our way. We're going to talk about the return of the 40s and even 50s for some in your 7-day forecast.
We'll see you then, Lindsay. New this morning, we're working to learn what caused the building fire in Beech Grove. This is what the scene looked like around midnight as crews battled in church. So that's on Hornet Avenue near Emerson and I-465. Right now, it's still unclear how the fire started, but thankfully no one got hurt. Once we learn more from the Beech Grove Fire Department, we'll be sure to pass that information along. This morning, an 18-year-old is under arrest and charged for making allegedly shooting threats at Center Grove High School. So police say Adrian Abudio Valente sent the messages to the school's Instagram account. So court documents say that he told police he was upset about a planned counter protest at Center Grove that was meant to oppose Friday's anti-ICE demonstration. So investigators tracked him down to a home on the city's east side. He also wrote an apology letter to his classmates. We have more on that at WTHR.com. Right now, he's charged with intimidation. Well, right now, state lawmakers are sharing their thoughts on students protesting this week. Many Central Indiana high school students took part in demonstrations against ICE. So it's part of a nationwide effort to fight against immigration enforcement and ICE activity. Hundreds of Hoosiers walking out of class this week to make their voices heard. Lieutenant Governor Micah Beckwith called the walkouts, quote, unacceptable, adding that Hoosier parents and children deserve better. But lawmakers like Representative Andre Carson are supporting the students.
They're motivating our democracy. Our democracy is about acknowledging dissenting voices. That's what makes us healthier. And I couldn't be prouder.
Now, this week, I also got a chance to speak with students at Southport High School who were suspended for protesting earlier this week. The school declined to comment on my request about the suspensions. Well, right now, the boil water order in Speedway is now over for all residents and businesses. Some good news there. Officials are now asking everyone in town to flush their toilets and drains just to make sure any potentially impacted water is cleared from your systems. The boil order went into effect this Sunday following several water main ruptures.